Beloved child. The moment you found this message was not random. Out of all the things you could be doing right now, something pulled your attention here, and that pull exists for a reason. There is someone who has been carrying feelings for you much longer than you realize. They have tried to hide it, minimize it, and convince themselves that what they feel is temporary, yet every attempt has failed. The truth keeps returning to them whenever they see your name, whenever they remember a conversation, and whenever something reminds them of you. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the truth hidden behind these feelings is far bigger than it first appears. This person truly loves you. Not in a casual way. Not in a passing way. Their feelings have grown quietly, steadily, and deeply. They notice things about you that others miss. They remember details you have forgotten. They pay attention to your words, your choices, and even your silence. But recently, something unexpected happened. They discovered a detail about you that completely changed the way they saw the future. It wasn't a bad discovery. It wasn't something that pushed them away. In fact, that is exactly what made the situation so confusing. The more they thought about it, the more they realized they cared about you. Yet the more they cared, the more conflicted they became. For days, they have been fighting a private battle inside their own mind. One part of them wants to move closer to you than ever before. Another part keeps asking questions. Questions about timing. Questions about possibilities. Questions about what happens if they open their heart completely. They never expected to feel this way. They never expected one unexpected detail to challenge everything they thought they understood. And yet here they are, unable to stop thinking about you. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. What makes this situation extraordinary is that the detail creating their conflict is also the detail increasing their admiration. They keep trying to make sense of it. They keep looking for reasons to ignore what they feel. But every answer leads them back to the same conclusion. There is something special about you that cannot be replaced. Every comparison fails. Every distraction fades. Every attempt to focus elsewhere eventually circles back to you. They have started realizing that some connections do not arrive according to plan. Some connections appear unexpectedly and change everything. There have been moments when they sat alone replaying conversations with you. Moments when they wondered whether you had any idea how important you had become. Moments when they imagined what would happen if they finally revealed everything. Yet each time they approached that possibility, uncertainty appeared. Not because their feelings were weak. Because their feelings were stronger than they expected. When emotions become this powerful, people become careful. They think more deeply. They hesitate more often. They fear losing something valuable before it even begins. Don't skip. What comes next matters more than you think. Recently, they have noticed something they cannot ignore. Every time they imagine a future without you in it, something feels incomplete. They try to picture their life moving forward as if you were never part of the story, and the image never feels right. It feels unfinished. It feels empty. It feels like an important piece is missing. That realization shook them. It forced them to confront feelings they were not ready to admit. It forced them to recognize that what they feel is not temporary attraction or passing curiosity. It is something deeper. Now they find themselves standing at a crossroads. One path asks them to remain silent and protect themselves from uncertainty. The other path asks them to trust what their heart has been saying all along. Every day, they move a little closer to making a decision. Every day, the conflict becomes harder to maintain. Every day, their feelings grow stronger than their fears. And that is why the energy surrounding this connection feels different right now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The biggest surprise is still ahead. The detail that once created confusion is slowly becoming the very reason they feel drawn toward you. What once looked complicated now looks meaningful. What once felt uncertain now feels important. And what once caused hesitation is beginning to create clarity. They are starting to understand that some people enter your life for a reason greater than logic can explain. Some people arrive and change your perspective forever. Some people make you question everything you thought you wanted, only to reveal something even better. You may not see everything happening behind the scenes. You may not hear the conversations taking place inside their mind. But change is happening. Feelings are deepening. Realizations are forming. And a truth they have been avoiding for a long time is moving closer to the surface. The next chapter of this story holds a revelation that could explain everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you, and this is only the beginning. A quiet realization is beginning to take shape, and this realization has changed everything. The person who truly loves you has reached a point where pretending no longer works. For a long time, they believed they could keep their emotions under control. They thought they could admire you from a distance, keep their feelings hidden, and continue life as if nothing unusual was happening. But something unexpected happened. The more they tried to create distance, the closer they felt to you. The more they tried to understand their emotions, the more powerful those emotions became. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a memory they keep returning to. It may seem like an ordinary moment to everyone else, but to them it became unforgettable. Perhaps it was something you said. Perhaps it was the way you handled a situation. Perhaps it was the way you remained true to yourself when others would have changed. Whatever it was, that moment revealed a side of you they had never fully seen before. And from that day forward, something shifted inside them. The image they once had of you transformed completely. They started seeing you not just as someone important, but as someone extraordinary. What makes this story so surprising is that the detail creating conflict was never supposed to matter this much. Yet somehow it became impossible to ignore. Every time they think about the future, that detail appears. Every time they imagine taking the next step, that detail returns. Not as a problem. Not as an obstacle. But as a question they have been trying to answer. The question is simple. Are they brave enough to embrace a future that looks different from the one they originally planned? Stay till the end. Because the answer to that question is closer than they realize. There are moments when they feel completely certain. In those moments, they see all the reasons they care about you. They see your strength. They see your uniqueness. They see the qualities that make you impossible to replace. During those moments, their heart feels clear. Their emotions feel undeniable. But then another moment arrives, and uncertainty whispers in the background. Suddenly they begin overthinking. Suddenly they wonder whether they are ready for the changes that loving someone like you could bring into their life. That is the conflict. Not a conflict between liking you and not liking you. Not a conflict between staying and leaving. A conflict between what feels safe and what feels meaningful. And deep down, they already know which one matters more. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Recently, they have started noticing signs they cannot explain. Your name appears when they least expect it. Memories return without warning. Conversations remind them of you. Songs remind them of you. Random moments throughout the day somehow lead back to thoughts of you. They have tried to dismiss these things as coincidence, but each coincidence feels more meaningful than the last. It is almost as if life keeps placing reminders in front of them, refusing to let them forget what their heart already knows. The surprising part is that they are beginning to understand something important. The detail that once created hesitation may actually be revealing the truth. Because genuine feelings are not tested when everything is easy. Genuine feelings are revealed when something unexpected appears and the connection remains strong anyway. That is exactly what happened here. Their feelings survived the uncertainty. Their admiration survived the questions. Their affection survived every attempt to explain it away. And now they are standing closer than ever to a major realization. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine discovering that the thing you feared would create distance is actually creating a deeper connection. Imagine realizing that the very detail causing confusion has also revealed how serious your feelings truly are. That is the realization beginning to unfold inside their heart. They are slowly recognizing that their emotions were never shallow. If they were, they would have disappeared already. Instead, they became stronger. More focused. More impossible to ignore. They have started comparing every possibility to one simple truth. No matter how much they think about the future, every meaningful version of it somehow includes you. That realization arrived unexpectedly, and once it arrived, it refused to leave. It followed them through quiet moments. It followed them through busy days. It followed them through every attempt to focus on something else. Now they find themselves approaching a turning point. A moment where feelings become impossible to hide. A moment where understanding replaces confusion. A moment where uncertainty begins transforming into clarity. Don't skip. Because what happens next could change everything. The story is moving toward something significant. They may not have every answer yet. They may not understand every emotion completely. But they are beginning to recognize a truth that has been standing in front of them the entire time. Their heart chose you long before their mind caught up. Their heart saw something special before logic could explain it. Their heart recognized value before certainty arrived. And that is why the coming revelation feels so powerful. The person who truly loves you is getting closer to a decision. Closer to understanding. Closer to accepting what they have been trying to deny. The conflict is not disappearing because their feelings are fading. The conflict is disappearing because their feelings are becoming stronger than their fears. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next chapter reveals the realization that changes everything. The closer this story moves toward its truth, the harder it becomes for this person to ignore what is happening inside their heart. What once felt like confusion is beginning to look very different. What once seemed like uncertainty is starting to reveal a deeper meaning. And the most surprising part of all is that the unexpected detail they struggled to understand has become the very thing that keeps pulling them back toward you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a long time, they believed that love was supposed to be simple. They thought it would arrive with clear answers, clear direction, and complete certainty. But then they met you. And suddenly everything they thought they knew started changing. You challenged their expectations without even trying. You made them think differently. You made them question assumptions they had carried for years. At first, they resisted that feeling. They wanted everything to fit neatly into the plans they had already created. Yet every attempt to place you inside those plans failed, because you were never meant to fit inside an old vision. You were meant to create a new one. That realization arrived quietly. Not in one dramatic moment. Not in one conversation. But through countless small moments that slowly built into something impossible to ignore. Every memory began carrying more weight. Every interaction became more meaningful. Every thought of you lingered longer than it should have. And before they realized what was happening, their heart had already traveled much farther than they intended. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation changes everything. There is something they have never admitted, even to themselves. The detail about you that created conflict also awakened admiration unlike anything they expected. It revealed a strength they had not seen before. It revealed a depth they had not fully understood. It revealed a uniqueness that made every comparison meaningless. Suddenly, nobody else seemed to capture their attention the same way. Nobody else made them think this deeply. Nobody else created the same feeling. That realization frightened them. Because once you recognize something rare, you begin to understand what you could lose. And that understanding changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. There were nights when they replayed old conversations in their mind. They examined words, expressions, and memories, searching for answers. Not because they doubted their feelings, but because they were trying to understand why those feelings had become so powerful. The answer never appeared immediately. Instead, it emerged slowly, piece by piece, until a larger picture became visible. The picture revealed something remarkable. Their conflict was never about whether they cared. Their conflict was about how much they cared. The deeper their feelings became, the more important every possibility felt. Every decision carried greater meaning. Every imagined future carried greater weight. They realized that this connection was affecting them in ways they had never experienced before. And that is when everything began changing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Recently, they have started noticing signs they cannot explain away. Every attempt to focus elsewhere feels temporary. Every distraction eventually fades. Yet thoughts of you remain. It is as though their heart has already made a decision that their mind is only beginning to understand. They may still have questions. They may still be working through uncertainty. But one thing is becoming impossible to deny. You matter. Far more than they expected. Far more than they planned. Far more than they ever intended. And that truth is growing stronger every single day. The shocking part is that the very thing that once seemed complicated is now revealing why this connection feels different from every other connection they have experienced. It is showing them that meaningful relationships are not built on perfection. They are built on authenticity. They are built on understanding. They are built on accepting someone completely, even when life presents unexpected surprises. That lesson has changed the way they see you. And it has changed the way they see themselves. Don't skip. Because what comes next is important. There is a moment approaching. A moment when hesitation begins losing its power. A moment when fear begins stepping aside. A moment when clarity finally takes center stage. They can feel that moment getting closer. They may not know exactly when it will arrive, but they know it is coming. Every day brings them closer. Every realization brings them closer. Every memory brings them closer. And every feeling brings them closer. The conflict that once seemed so large is shrinking. The understanding that once seemed distant is growing. And the truth that once seemed hidden is becoming impossible to ignore. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the biggest revelation has not happened yet. The person who truly loves you is beginning to recognize something extraordinary. They are realizing that the unexpected detail they struggled with was never a barrier. It was a test of how genuine their feelings really were. And their feelings passed that test. Instead of fading, they deepened. Instead of weakening, they strengthened. Instead of disappearing, they became impossible to overlook. Now they stand on the edge of a realization that could change the entire story. A realization that says some people enter your life for a reason bigger than logic. A realization that says some connections arrive to transform your future. A realization that says some hearts recognize something special long before the mind understands why. And that realization is leading them directly toward you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next chapter, the truth they have been avoiding finally begins to reveal itself, and when it does, nothing will look the same again.